Hi children, namaste to all of you. Today let us have a there are two movements, the earth formation, the slow movements and as well as sudden movements. And slow movements we had already discussed about the formation of crust, the movement of continental plates and their eventual return to mantle. Today let us have elaborate discussion about the sudden movements of the earth, that is eruption of volcanoes and earthquakes. Eruption of volcanoes and earthquakes. As we know, the sudden movement is nothing but which causes a big damage and as well as destruction the humankind and as well as property. See here, this is one portrait of volcano, and here the first layer, that is a rock layers in the earth crust, and second magma chamber, and if you move somewhat above, secondary vent, and this is the layers of ashes, and this is the flow, how the flow is flow of lava, and this is another vent, nothing but fissure, and this is which we call it as a crater. And see, something is erupting from the vent, so those are all ashes, gases and cinders. And what is a volcano? A mountain or a hill, typically conical in shape, having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor, smoke, ash and gas or have been erupted from the earth crust. Once again, let us have a brief discussion about this. Volcano is a mountain or a hill, typically conical. See here, see, and the shape of this volcano is conical in shape, cone shape, typically conical, and having a crater, so this is a crater. See once again here, this is a crater or vent, so which we call it as, we can call them as a vent also, through which what's coming from this crater or vent concern lava, some rock, so this is a lava, some rocks, so see here lava, some rock fragments and hot vapor, smoke, ash and gas. So these are all erupting from this volcano. So see here, okay, and this once again so let us observe carefully how the volcano is erupting, some ashes, smoke smoke, see lava, see gases, gas, smoke. So here is once again another vent. So this is nothing but another vent. So how the volcano erupts? The volcano erupts. We can see this. So such, and the smoke and ash and dust spread out in the atmosphere. See, so it is spreading throughout the atmosphere, while the molten materials, we have already, you have already observed that and see once again this inside volcanic eruption. There are some important things are there, but what happened? The smoke, ash and dust spread out in the atmosphere, while the molten material cools and form hard rocks. Okay, the material which is in the molten layer and which cools and form, it becomes so hard, and such rocks we call as igneous rocks. So once again, so let us have some important volcanoes. See this and how. Okay, see here. So these rocks, igneous rocks, and the rocks which are the material, the molten material cools, form hard rocks, such these igneous rocks. And see, this is also one type of rocks. And see, so this is a collection of igneous rocks, and even this also one of the rocks. And even see how these rocks, see carefully, observe carefully. So those are all how these igneous rocks formed. And another important thing which happened in the process of sudden movements, some lava may not reach the surface of the earth. It may cool under the surface of the earth and become rocks. And such rocks we call it as intrusive landforms. What are those? Intrusive landforms. See here. See the lava, and which has to come out, but it does not reach the surface of the earth, and such, and these lava portion, and it may be cool under the surface of the earth, and become rocks, and such rocks we call it as intrusive landforms. What are the intrusive landforms? The landforms which are become cool and which does not come out of the surface of the earth, and which become cool under the surface of the earth and become rocks, and such we call it as intrusive landforms. Once again, so volcanic, the layers are the lava which does not reach the surface of the earth, which remains and which becomes cool and as well as become rocks. Such intrusive landforms. So if you observe carefully, you can get an clear idea about that. And another important thing is there in this, that these landforms or these rocks or the material, they covered with older rocks and are exposed sometimes due to erosion of the covering rocks. And what is erosion? Nothing but washing out the upper layer of the rock. So it erodes covering rocks, and some part of the lava may be remained there, and a part of the lava which pours on the surface of the earth and becomes as rocks, and such rocks we call it as extrusive landforms. See here. So these are the some important things which you have to remember regarding this concern. So these features which are eventually formed are dependent on the material ejected during eruption. These may be gaseous or solid or liquid, or see here, dominated by steam sometimes, often superheated, carbon lava bombs which solidify mid-air as and surface. So like that, extrusive landforms. And these are three things which you have to remember. One is igneous rocks and intrusive landforms and extrusive landforms. And what are the important volcanoes in the world so far? So what are the important volcanoes in the world? The Stromboli, and which is in Sicily, Mount Pelee, West Indies, and Mount Vesuvius, Italy, Fujiyama, Japan, Cotopaxi, Ecuador, Mayon, Philippines, and even in India also there are some important or active volcanoes are there, which is Barren, and another one is Narcondam. Generally these are two are in our islands, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and Kilimanjaro, that is in Tanzania. So these are the important. And Kilimanjaro, you know very well, whenever you observe, you heard that word, you might have get some the movement in your body, Mount Kilimanjaro, like that. Okay, so that is also one of the important volcanoes in the world, and this you have to remember. And so two things. And regarding these extrusive landforms concern, all these extrusive landforms may not come from volcanoes, but some of them may come out of fissures and spread all around them. So we cannot say these volcanoes is the only source of these extrusive landforms, but it may come out of fissures and as well as spread all around them. And such flows of lava occurred many times on the Deccan, for example, leading to the formation of extensive lava plateau. And yes, as these lava flows many times on Deccan, and which leads to form these the lava plateau, that is nothing but Deccan lava plateau. So that is about the volcanoes, which is very important regarding our sudden movements of the earth concern. So once again, the important thing which you have to remember regarding this in this aspect, that is Pacific Ring of Fire. Pacific Ring of Fire. What is Pacific Ring of Fire? So it is an arc around the Pacific Ocean where many volcanoes and earthquakes are formed. Once again, it is an arc around the Pacific Ocean where many volcanoes and earthquakes are formed. Have you remember how many important oceans are there in the world? There are 5. What are those? Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and another one is that Southern Ocean. So remember all of you. It's a very important. So Pacific, and this area is called Pacific Rim. What is that? Pacific Rim. A term which refers to the coastal areas of the countries around the Pacific, and about 3/4 of all active volcanoes in the world lie within the Pacific Rim. So almost 75% of these volcanoes and as well as earthquakes are occurred around these countries of Pacific Ocean. That's why it got is deemed that Pacific Rim. And as well as here, according to the theory of plate tectonics, it explains about the pattern of the provision of volcanoes and earthquakes. So it explains about the pattern of these volcanoes and earthquakes, and plate boundaries are formed all the way around the Pacific Basin. Have you remember what is a plate? A plate is nothing but a massive rock, and which becomes how many plates are there? European plate, Eurasian plate, North Indian plate, South Indian plate. So like that, there are so many 6 plates, major plates are there. Already learned that. So it is along these plate boundaries that many volcanoes and earthquakes occur. So see once again this Pacific Ring of Fire in a portrait manner. You observe that. So here a ring of fire, and whether so this is this is nothing but South America, this is Australia, and this is so you can see Indonesia and Philippines, and this role Japan, Russia, and North India, Mexico, Canada, Alaska. So this area called the Pacific Ring of Fire. And even see once again, to get a clear picture about this is a ring of fire, and even going to get a clear idea about this, my dear children. See, and ring of fire, so see, so this area, as it is more convenient place for this eruption of volcanoes and occurring of earthquakes, so that's why it got its name. Its name there. So what are the countries. What are the countries of these Ring of Fire concern? USA. USA. Where is USA? So this is USA. This is USA. See here, North America. This is nothing but USA. And next, Indonesia. So this is nothing but Indonesia. See, Java. Nothing but one is the island of Indonesia. And Mexico. So this is Mexico. This spot is Mexico. And Japan. So this is the Japan. So this is the Japan. And Canada. So this area is Canada. And Guatemala. So this is Guatemala. And Russia. So this area is nothing but Russia. And Chile. So this is Chile, South America. And Peru. And next Asian continent, so we got this Philippines. So these are all. So Philippines Trench. So this is Pacific Ring of Fire, and where these sudden movements of earth, especially the volcanoes and as well as earthquakes, are being occurring in these areas. Generally, those will be affected very severely when it occurs. So because of that, the sudden movements of earth causes for a big damage and big destruction for the world and as well as for the mankind. So this about this, the sudden movements of the earth.